This is gonna be fun. Hi everyone, 안녕하세요 여러분. My name is Andrej. Welcome to Cinemarea, where we only talk about South Korean movies and TV shows. Welcome to Korean Thrillers Week. Starting from today, I'm gonna put out a video every day for a week. I'll try to avoid some of the better known movies. My goal with this idea is to shine some light on lesser known movies that are worth talking about. And since it's Monday, I think it's pretty appropriate to talk about a movie called A Hard Day, or 끝까지 간다. The movie came out in 2014. It was directed by Kim Seon-hun and it stars Lee Sun-kyun. You might have seen him in Parasite. He was playing the head of the rich family there. Here he's playing a totally different character, but he's just as good here, if not better. This is very much his movie. There's barely a scene without him, so he has to carry the whole movie on his shoulders. And he's awesome. The movie begins with him driving on the road at night. He's talking to his sister on the phone, from whom we get to know that he's supposed to be at his mother's funeral. That's already pretty bad. But then he hits someone with his car and the man dies. A hard day indeed. But right then and there it becomes pretty obvious that he's kind of a shady character, because what he does after the accident, it's highly questionable. And after you see his subsequent actions, you'll be like, dude, you're the worst. In fact, it's pretty hard to sympathize with him as a person, but the writing is really clever here. You cannot sympathize with his personality, but he's desperate throughout the whole movie. And you can sympathize with his desperation. He doesn't really have a moment of relief throughout the whole movie. Something always turns for the worse, and he's just trying to fight his way through it. Oh, did I mention that he's a police officer? That just makes things even worse. And his colleagues are not better either. This is a really good movie. The first act is so strong it's ridiculous. Within 15 minutes the main character is royally fucked. And thanks to the writing we get to know so many things about him without having to watch boring exposition scenes. The pacing is fast and everything that happens puts him deeper and deeper into misery. And the situations he finds himself in can be quite humorous. There's not that much humor here, but when it's there it's really funny. Seriously, the writing here is fantastic. Sometimes you'll be grabbing your seat while laughing your ass off. God, it's actually really hard to talk about this movie and not spoil it. There are just so many things that I'd like to talk about, but I want you guys to experience this movie for yourselves. So I just say this: when things seem to get a little quieter around him, he gets a phone call from someone who knows what he had done. At this point the movie slowly turns from a thriller to more conventional action territory, but it's okay. I was actually really surprised that the caller's identity is pretty quickly revealed, but it makes sense as soon as you learn who he is. And as it turns out, the main character isn't nearly as shady compared to other people. Everything is relative, right? What I really appreciated about this movie was the tension building. There's a great sense of tension in this movie a lot of times. It's not the kind of tension that you see in a horror movie, but sometimes the tension is a lot stronger here than in an average horror. It helps to keep our blood pressure up. And also, Lee Sun-kyun plays his ass off. He has to portray a huge variety of emotions and he's basically flawless. In fact, the whole movie, for what it is basically flawless. If there's one thing I could consider a flaw, is that the first half of the movie is so strong that the second half feels a little bit weaker. Because by that time the sense of mystery is gone from the movie, a sense of threat takes its place, which is great, but the intrigue is kinda killed a little bit. And even though I really enjoy the ending, it gets pretty brutal. It's action movie strong, not thriller strong. And I like the latter better. And also, this movie isn't as rewatchable as other movies. For example, I could sit down and watch The Chaser anytime. This one, not so much. Because the intrigue is gone once you know what is going on. But that's okay, it's still a really good movie. So overall, if you like thrillers or action thrillers, if you like a fast-paced, exciting, intriguing ride, definitely check this movie out. And I'm gonna give this one 85%. If you hate Mondays like I do, check this movie out. Maybe your Monday is gonna be a lot better. That's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and to subscribe, and stay tuned because we're gonna talk about Korean thrillers all week. See you guys tomorrow. 내일 봬요. Bye.